How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Esports Talk, and we got a treat for Overwatch League fans, especially those who are really concerned about statistics of their favorite players in the OWL, because yesterday Blizzard announced the Overwatch League Stats Lab, and holy crap, this thing is powerful. It has a lot of different possibilities for stats that you can kind of look at, and it goes surprisingly in depth. You know, there's a lot of parameters that you can set to really customize it to how you want it, and Blizzard makes some example videos that I'm going to show you that are pretty much act as little tutorials for us.
Hello. In this video, we're going to be using the single records dashboard to answer the following question. Which player had the most final blows in a single match as Zarya versus the Vancouver Titans in a 2019 regular season match, with a minimum of 3 maps played? So we're going to start the stats lab for the players and go to the single records dashboard. Now, final blows is chosen by default, and we're looking for a match level total. Go to 2019. And we wanted a regular season match, so we're going to remove all playoff matches with the stage filter. And then finally, we are looking for matches versus the Vancouver Titans for players playing Zarya. And a minimum of 3 maps, which was already there by default. And so the answer to our question is actually a tie. Both Baby Bay and KSF had 33 final blows as Zarya versus the Vancouver Titans in a regular season match.
So you can see his goal is to find out which player had the most final blows as Zarya in the 2019 regular season versus the Vancouver Titans with a minimum of 3 matches played. And that seems like a very specific thing to be asking something like this, but that is the beauty and the magic of the Overwatch Stats Lab, is that it is totally capable of finding this information. It has all these numbers and everything ready for you to go, and it has 4 different categories: matches, players, team fights, and heroes. And, well, if you look at the players category, obviously you're going to see different statistics for each player. But then you can look at things for like team fights and see, you know, a team's win rate in team fights with certain heroes used or something like that. You can even look at things like flooded deadlifts or just how much a hero was used overall. This thing does it all. But it might seem intimidating at first. I mean, look at all these stats, man. That's a lot of numbers. There's a lot going on here. But thankfully, the Blizzard stats guy, Ben Troutman, or Captain Planet he goes by, he ended up making a whole bunch of tutorials that I'm sure were not very fun to make after the second one. But he does a bunch of specific things with the Stats Lab to give you a better idea of how to use it. But I'm telling you guys, this thing can really go in depth. Like this is another one that he made. Like, which team had the highest team fight win rate after securing a single elimination with a Brig, Diva, Lucio, Winston, Zarya, Zenyatta team comp in 2019, and how many first eliminations did they get with that comp? Or which team had a 0% team fight win rate after first death versus the Shock in the 2019 season, and how many team fights did that team play versus the Shock? See, there's just so much you can do with it, and honestly, that was only scratching the surface. Like, see, Blizzard adding this was a great addition. This is a great feature to the game. I honestly think that a lot of other esports titles should totally adopt something like this. However, there's been a lot of players, namely professional players, who have been complaining that the OWL has not been really marketed enough recently. There's been Overwatch players that have no idea that the OWL even exists because they don't really tell you enough in-game. You know, they only just recently added the Overwatch League for the 2020 season actually in-game. There were people that were just kind of clueless for it. So it did kind of show that they were being a bit neglected, but them adding the Stats Lab and them working on adding drops to YouTube for when you watch Overwatch League content on YouTube, because it's now exclusive there, that shows that they're caring, that shows that they're trying to fix it. But hey, if you want to go check out the Stats Lab, I will have a link to that in the description, so go check that out if you want to, because there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. It's pretty fun to mess around with and just see, you know, what is possible with it. But hey, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you all very soon, so take it easy, be safe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.